JR feeling colorful coming into game number 4 in a series that began about his mistake. He said the Game 3 loss was actually tougher for him. Believe that, if you will.
That's not
Here
true.
on the other side is our own Jared Greenberg on the Warriors story.
Well, Casey, the Warriors come into Game 4 with a clean injury report. Andre Iguodala has been removed and will play tonight after injuring his right leg in the Game 3 victory. Now, Draymond Green saying that the Warriors are annoyed that they didn't sweep and close out the Cavs in 4 last season, so tonight certainly wanting to make up for that. A big difference in that game a year ago was Kyrie Irving playing for the Cavs, and he had 7 three-pointers, scoring 40 points. Now, either way, whether Warriors get a trophy or if they have to play a Game 5, they're going to stay the night in Cleveland and head for the Bay Area tomorrow late morning. Back to you, Casey.
All right, Jared, thank you. Let's go down memory lane after falling behind to the Rockets. They won 5 straight. Game 6, Klay Thompson with the 9 threes. KD went for 34. The Dubs took the series in 7, which got us here. Game on the final step at 29, added 9 assists in the OT win over the Cavs and that whole JR thing. Then in Game 2, final record, 9 threes. Do it, Grant.
No, that was luck right there.
Warriors won by 19. And then, yes, we were all here Wednesday when KD went for 43 and 13. The Dubs a commanding 3-0 lead for Kevin Durant, the 3rd most points by a Warrior on the road in the finals in the franchise's history. Rick Barry twice in front of his 43. And the most, that we've seen KD score in a playoff game, despite the fact that last year, Game 3, he had that great game. Now he's upped another ante with his best performance we've seen for him in a postseason yet.
Yeah, best performance indeed. I mean, it was historic for him. His best performance, I think, all time in the postseason. On the road, Game 3, NBA Finals. He did it all over the court. Three-pointer, off the dribble, in between game. Just extremely aggressive. I loved Webb that he was so confident, and they rode him, and they kept feeding him, and he kept delivering.
How about the humility of the MVP, Steph Curry, to be able to play? Look at him on the side cheering. And we had cool Klay Thompson over here the other day, and not that they've sacrificed their game, I'm not saying that, but they enjoy this guy and what he does. Again, I call him the unicorn. I think he's the best closer in basketball, and his height, his size is just so unique. His skill set, it's just fun to play with. It's just fun to watch him play.
I got a question for you two guys. Whoever plays the best tonight between Steph and Kevin gets MVP?
I don't think you can give it to KD just because of the last game with 43. So, yes, I think you got to wait and see tonight.
I think you're right. Whoever has the best game. Although Steph didn't play well in Game 3.
He played well in Game 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Great in Game 2.
Whoever has the better game and they win, I think they get the MVP.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
You know, Chuck, you made a statement the other night for those who didn't watch I want to bring back because obviously you've seen a lot of basketball. You've covered the game for a long time. And you said outside of the performance LeBron had against the Pistons that KD's performance the other night was the second best in a playoff game you'd seen in person. Do you still feel that way?
Oh, yeah. Listen, when LeBron scored basically 30 points in a row, 29 out of 30, that was the best performance I've seen since I've been on television at a game. What Kevin did the other night was the second greatest performance. Not that he had 43 points. You have to factor in the 13 rebounds and 7 assists. And he was efficient. He was like 15 for 23, which is amazing. But that was the second best performance of my broadcaster career being seated in person. It was incredible.
You know, it's one thing to see a guy, and I'm sure you guys felt this way too, when you're playing against those bus drivers. They're going to get off and get theirs sometimes, right? The easy baskets we saw, though, for the Warriors have got to be crushing. We're going to look through some of the video. Those slip screens we talked about and some of those easy layups, they really were more of a killer than anything Kevin Durant did. They had 33 points on cuts in Game 3.
This can't happen.
Casey, you said it was easy. It was too easy. No help on the weak side. You have to, when you trap the basketball, be there to help. Great delivery by Draymond Green. This was like a broken record over and over again, Chuck.
This is too easy.
Where's the weak side? You got to get in and help. No one's there. Of course, Tristan Thompson, 2 against 1. McGee able to score. Too easy. Once again, right here, the spacing so good. They're so aware of the three-point shooting. You have to communicate here. Kevin Durant, he's the hottest player in the game. 2 go to Steph. Too easy of a basket, too easy of a play. Cleveland, even with all of that, they're still in the game. And so, but it's just that was the difference. I mean, Kevin Durant, look, he had a great game. He's going to have great games, but you can't expect the high efficiency of everybody else, and that came because they were getting layups and dunks off of those easy cuts.
You know, we're all football fans. I was thinking, Webb, of almost like when you watch a football team go on like an 8-minute drive, work so hard, and then like the team would go 2 plays down the field, and how defeating is that?
Yes.
The Cavs were going so deep into the shot clock to get their shots, and then the Warriors are scoring like this.
Casey, you're so right, man. And I want to add another football analogy. Imagine having 4th and 10. And the team running it for a first down. That's how frustrating it is, because you're playing great defense the whole shot clock. You think you have them and you want that. But this goes to LeBron's point about players as well. Yes, it's miscommunication on defense. But one of the reasons why is because they're so worried about Thompson on the corner, nobody wants to come help. They're so worried about Curry coming up to shoot. So those 3 players, Curry, Durant, and Thompson, they make it so easy for other players by just cutting and doing their job, because you have to give them so much attention. It's going to be some miscommunication.
Charles, how do we see veterans on the Cavaliers? Look, there are a lot of vets on this team. You got Ty Lue, who's been through the battles as a player, as an assistant, now as a coach. How are we not getting adjustments to a play we've seen run now 1,000 times through the last 3-4 games?
Or bad coaching. Like, that can't happen. I mean, it's happening every game. 10 to 15 layups on simple plays. On simple plays. You know, I could sit there and give you some bogus excuse or a bogus answer. I could sit there in 5 minutes and a coaching staff meeting says, we got to play this play different. I mean, when the same play works over and over, you got to say the coach is not holding the players accountable, and the players not holding the coaches accountable. Like I would always say, go get him right now. The first time a guy give up a layup, because clearly they've had to talk about this since game 1. And every time a guy make a mistake, we went over that. We in game 4, he running the same little slip screen and getting a layup. Go get him right now. That's the coaching got to hold them guys accountable.
You know, to your point, Chuck, it almost looked like they're in game 3, like Cleveland in the preseason. Like, you know, playing against a team that's been a well-oiled machine in midseason. Like, they just that's uncalled for in the NBA Finals, to have those type of defensive miscues and missed assignments and guys just waltzing down the lane, running for 4th down, 4th and I mean, you just can't do that, and that's just unacceptable. But that has been Cleveland most of the season, and in spite of their poor defense, they're here in the finals.
And I'm just surprised to see Webb talking about first down as a Lions fan. It ain't like the Lions been getting them in the first down.
No, we haven't had a 1,000-yard rush in about 10 years. You're right.
Barry Sanders not walking through that door.
I'll tell you what.